Nate the Great and the Big Sniff. Chapter 1. The Long Wait. My name is Nate the Great. I am a detective. My dog Slush is a detective too. Today, I had my biggest case ever. But Slush couldn't help me because looking for Slush was the case. Slush was missing, lost, gone. I had to find him. This morning, Slush and I went out to shop. We went to my favorite store, Wyman Brothers. Slush isn't all alone in the store. I go in and Slush waits outside. Slush is great at waiting. He likes to watch people go by. He always finds a few he likes to sniff. I am going to buy one thing, I said to Slush. I will be right back. Slush wiggled his tail and sat down. I walked into the store. I was looking for a present for Slush. I went straight to the pet department. I found a nice dog bowl and a long line of people. They were all waiting to buy things. I went to the end of the line. Then I need the great count. I was waiter number 21. I couldn't grow old waiting in this line. The seasons couldn't change. The world couldn't change. Pancake could disappear, and Slush wouldn't still be waiting. I put down the ball. I walked away. I went outside. Slush was gone. Chapter 2. Sleepy Sloppy Dog. I looked for Slush. I saw big poodles. The air smells of rain. Slush, I call. Woof! I hear a dog bark. I turn around. Annie and her dog Fang were standing there. Fang is big and scary. Today his teeth were wet and gleaming. Are you looking for Slush? Annie asked. I saw him sitting out here. It started to rain. Slush got wet and drippy and sloppy. He moved closer to the store. So, where is he? I asked. Annie pointed. He sat down on the thing that opened the store door, she said. The door opened. Slush looked surprised. He walked into the store. He walked in, I asked. Then what? Slush shook himself off. He sat down and waited. For you, I guess. A sales lady come over with a towel. She started to wipe him off. Then other sales lady yelled at him. You're not a shopper. You have no money. Leave. She grabbed Slush, but he slipped away. You sleepy, sloppy dog. She yelled after him. Then what happened? I asked. Slush ran into the hat department. I couldn't see him anymore, so Fang and I went after him, but the mean lady stopped us. She looked at Fang and said, too many teeth, bad breath, and no money. Out! Then what? Fang groused at her. She screamed and stepped back. I took Fang outside. A minute later, you come along. You miss Slush. I must go to the hat department, I said. Fang and I will wait here, Annie says. In case Slush come back outside, he'd have to pass that lady, I said. Sometimes Slush is brave, but not that brave. Well, Fang is. He can go back in and get Slush past that lady. He and I will close the door. If we get Slush, we will find you. Chapter 3. Hats and underwear. I need the Great rushed back into the store. Annie called after me. Don't forget, Slush looks sleepy, sloppy. It couldn't be a clue. I went to the hat department. There were hats of every size and shape, but I did not see slush. I looked for red paw print. Perhaps there was a tail or nothing. I went up to a salesman. There was a wet dog. I began. The man pointed to the left. That way, he said. I rushed to the underwear department. No slush. Couldn't he be hiding from that mean lady? But where couldn't he hide? I saw a sign. Dressing rooms. I did not want to peek into those rooms. I did not want to look at underwear with anyone inside it. But I had to find slush. I went to the dressing rooms. Slush, I called. Somebody peeked out from a dressing room. Somebody who looked strange, very strange. It was Rosamond. She was wearing a nice shirt that had meow print across the front. It was much too small for her. I'm shopping, she says. This is for my cat, Big Cat. I buy all my cat's clothes here. Have you seen Slush? I ask. Yes, she says. I saw him run in and out of this department. I don't blame him. There's not a thing here for dogs. Thank you for the information, I said. I laughed. Where could a Slush have gone? Chapter 4. Lost. My best friend. I need clues. I need pancakes. I always eat pancakes when I can solve a case. They help me think. I know there was a cafeteria at the back of the store. They serve great pancakes. But I did not want to go there. I was not hungry. I was sad. I was thinking about Slush, how I had first met him, in a fear, how he had become my dog and my best friend, and now he was lost. I went to the payphone. I called home. The answering machine came on. I left a message for my mother. Dear Mother, I am on my biggest case. Slush is lost. I will be back. I hope Slush will be too. Love, Mary. I hung up. Where should I look next? In this big store? Who would know where Slush might be? Of course, I made the great rush to the lost and found department. Chapter 5. On the lawn. I saw somebody I knew. It was not Slush. It was Claude. Claude spent a big part of his life in Lost and Found. The lost part. Claude is always losing things. I went up to him. I have lost Slush, I said. I saw him, Claude says. Where? At your house on Sunday, Claude says. He wasn't lost then, I said. Oh, right, Claude says. Claude pointed to a man sitting at the desk. He knows what's lost and what's found. Talk to him. I rushed over the man. I says, I, Nate the Great, have lost my dog, Slush. In this store. Oh, the dog, the man says. We know about him. He been spotted all over the place. Nobody who's seen him will ever forget him. I'll tell you that, but we can't catch him. He just runs and runs. I haven't had a report for 5 minutes. He couldn't be anywhere. Runs and runs, I said. What? The man asked. A clue, I said. I walk away. Chapter 6. A tip of a tail. Slush couldn't be tired by now, I thought. Nobody had seen him. Run for 5 minutes. I rushed to the bag department. It was full of bags, a great place to rest. I looked on the bags, and under them, I looked for dog hairs and paw print, and a dog. Suddenly, I saw what looked like a tip of the tail. It was under a bed. Was I dreaming? Was I hoping too hard? I got closer. It was a dog's tail. And it was attacked to Fan. Fan crawls out from under the bed. Annie come running. There you are, Fan, she yelled. What's Fan doing in the store? I asked. I thought I saw Slurge, Annie said. So I ran inside. Fan followed me. You saw Slurge? I asked. No, it was a mistake. It was a wet mob. But don't worry, I left the door. Grunt Rosamond come along. She's standing there with a big whistle. A whistle? Yes. She says every girl should have one. I sat down on the bed. So Fang is the dog who's been running around the store, I said. And is scaring the customer, and it says. I need agree with Snug. I should have guessed that the running dog was Fan. The man says that nobody who saw him would ever forget him. I should have known that was a clue. The kind of clue I didn't want to hear. Chapter 7. Think like a dog. Annie and Fan left. I, Nick the Great, lay down on the bed. I was tired. I had used my feet too much, and my head had too little. I had to think. Where would a dog go in this store? Suddenly, I had the answer. Kibble, Leisures, Balls, Doghouse, Bones, where the good stuff was. I rushed back to the pet department. I counted 11 people still in line, but Slush wasn't on one of them. I went to the dog food, no Slush. I went to the dog's toys, no Slush. I went to the doghouse. Maybe Slush wouldn't be asleep inside. I looked in every one of them, no Slush. Maybe Slush has been here and left. I walked up to the end of the line. Excuse me, I said to the man behind the counter. I am in a hurry. I am on a big case. I am looking for a wet dog, a sleepy, sloppy dog. A sleepy, sloppy dog, he said. And it has a tail, right? I nodded. Fur? Of course. And it barked. Yes, the man chuckled. Nice try, he says, but if you want to buy something, you have to go to the end of the line. I remember you were number 21. I need to walk away. I sat down on the dog mat. This was my most important case, and I could not solve it. Slush always helped me with my case, but now he was the case. He could not help me, or could he? Slush was a great detective. Was he trying to find me? Was he sniffing all over the store? No, he was afraid the mean lady would get him. He had to hide, but he had to find me too. How couldn't he do both things? Suddenly, I knew the great had the answer. Suddenly, I knew where Slush had to be. Chapter 8. A flower tear. I rushed to the back of the store, to the cafeteria where the pancakes are. People were sitting and eating. There was a room behind the cafeteria. There was a flower going in and out of the rooms. It was a tale of white paw prints. The door of the room wide was paw print open. I looked around. No one was watching me. I crept into the room. It was a storeroom. There was a box and cans and jars and snacks. Sitting on a tall snack of flour was Lurch. He was sniffing. He rushed towards me. He gave me a big sniff. Then he waggled his tail and licked me all over. Slurge, you are a great detective, I said. You know I had a case to solve. You know I always did pancakes to have help solve a case. So you sniff out this. This is Pancake's place, and you sat and waited. You know you couldn't sniff me from your hiding place that I stood up, and that's what you did. Slush looked proud. This has been his biggest case too. I looked at the tailors of flower paw print. Did Slush left it on purpose, or did he just happen to happen? I would never know. But I didn't care. I only cared that I had found Slush or he had found me. Whenever I said, we both did great here. I went back to the cafeteria. 5 pancakes to go, I said, and a bone. I need the great, and Slush said on the tour, snack of flour. We ate the best meal we had ever had.